Previously on Survivor. The Underdog Alliance truly hit rock bottom.
To play with Samir, so that's kind of disappointing again.
At the challenge, John continued the upperclassmen dominance in the game.
John is right! John wins the internet!
Ryan began having doubts about his alliance and decided to flip along with Dalton.
John, Luke, and Eden. I don't know if I'll be able to break that up if I stay.
Resulting in the biggest blind set of the season, as Luke was voted out of the game. 8 remain. Who will be voted out tonight?
Last tribal, I knew it was either going to be me or Luke, considering that Kayla kind of had me on the silver platter. She wanted to get me out. And considering I got second in the challenge to John, they saw me as a huge threat to finally take down the Goliath. And they wanted to go after me, but I kind of got some information from Ryan. And Ryan and Dalton also flipped on that majority alliance.
Yeah, it went good for me because I got to vote someone out finally, and the other alliance had planned to split vote, and they were trying to bring me and Sydney in to so we could split the votes, and we ended up 4 of us voting for Luke and him.
Felt really good that we actually voted out someone that we wanted to vote out. That was weird, never happened before, so that was really good. I kind of felt bad because I was like, Luke's in quarantine and we voted him out, but it's okay.
I once again got out the guy that I wanted to. Every week, I have been the one to decide who goes home, and they have been the one to go home. I am the only player that has every week voted for the person that went home that week.
You know, it sucks. That vote, it hurt my heart to see Luke go. It really did. But it happened, and just trying to go forward, see what I can do to just get to the end.
Ryan had he's been our informant this whole time, and he was gonna vote with us to vote out Luke, so it would be a 5-4, whoever they voted for, which would have been Dalton. But then when they came up with the idea of the split plan, he figured he could easily vote with them, and so he still has their trust, and they still believe in him, and they can still confide in him. He can still give us information, which was very smart, and so now we still have information. They probably are a little more wary of him, but I think he's playing it up really well. So
it felt really good to get people out, but I could tell people were definitely upset afterwards.
Oh, that was surprising. They got us good, and I want to give them that. Horrible jury management, though. Literally horrible. So Emily and Cindy lied, obviously. I don't really care about Alex or Dalton because we didn't talk to them the whole week, so that's fine. I don't care. But Emily and Cindy literally lied to our faces. They were like, "Yeah, we're voting out." I think we told them one of them Alex, one of them Dalton. I really don't remember. But yeah, we're voting them out. And then they didn't. So they say they played Survivor. They've seen Survivor. So why would you lie about getting somebody out? It's just during jury, you don't lie.
That was a huge shock, honestly, because me, John, Luke, Ryan, and Kayla had kind of it all planned out. We had everything backed up. It was all good, and it kind of counted on Sydney voting with us because we wanted to split just in case Alex or Dalton had an idol. Bad decision. We should have just stuck with one person because then Sydney kind of flipped on us, and then poor Luke was out. So it wasn't a huge surprise because we knew that was a possibility, but we didn't know it was actually going to happen.
Eden was very confident in Cindy voting with the core.
So basically how I've been playing the game is I just listen to people and not really make decisions. And so when they told me what we were doing, they were like, okay, we're going to vote for Alex and Dalton. In that case, if one of them has an idol, then the other one will get out. And I was like, I think that's stupid. I think the reason we're winning and doing getting people voted out is because we're using our majority. And so I was like, let's just all vote for the same person. But they said no, and they thought about it, and they want to do that. And so immediately, as soon as I get there, I was like, this is not going to work. And it didn't. So it wasn't a surprise to me that Luke got voted out.
He was a little heated from that, and he basically kicked Kayla out of the group chat. So for probably a day or something, he would just not happy with Kayla at all. But they eventually made up, and you know, they're all working together again. But at the time, it was just like it was a lot to process.
I was angry, and then John got mad at me because he was like, I guess because I said I don't know who's gonna win, but I can say who's gonna lose, and I guess he thought I was talking about Luke or something, and I was like, are you for real? So that whole night I was just really angry because he really thought it was me, and I was like, you trust Sydney over me? It didn't make sense to me.
I kicked her out of the group chat, and then everybody reached out to me like, "Yo, Kayla, what if she didn't like turn?" And she texted me. She was like, "Why? Like, you're dumbass. Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Like, I just react really like suddenly and don't think about it." But then we talked about it, and I think she still trusts me. I don't know. But I'm willing to say that she would be stupid not to, unless she's trying to get me out. Then that's smart.
When Luke was out, John was like, oh, I think it was like Kayla. Like, he kind of assumed really quickly that it was good just because he was upset, I think. And Kayla's like very obviously proven to us. She's like, no, like, I didn't want that to happen kind of thing. And so I think even though John doubted her for a second, it definitely like upped our trust with her just because she was like very obviously like, no, I didn't. And so yeah, we have a lot of faith in her.
He says like he has my back and stuff, but like I really don't know. But I think like I'll probably have to go to the end with him anyway because it's just like we gotten so far with this 5-4 person alliance now. Like I don't think I can like kick them out without like, you know, losing a vote for jury if I do get that far, because even alliance is like the beginning, it's just like a shitty thing to do. Like just like personally, like I probably couldn't do that.
I ideally trust Kayla a lot too, because I don't know if she trusts me or not, or trusts us or not, but I think she'd be stupid to turn. But I hate no one more than Sydney, Emily, and Dalton.
We're cool now, but like there's this plan going on that John's going to tell Alex to vote for me so they can split the votes. And I'm scared that they're all just going to flip on me and I'm going to go home. So that's like a big fear for me tonight, is that I'm only going to go home by my own alliance. But if they do that, I'm going to tell them that I'm not voting for them to win. Like, I'll literally vote Alex to win over any of them. If they do that to me, I don't care. And I'll say that.
Alright, final 8. Over to your next community challenge. First things first, John, I will take it back.
Okay, Trevor.
Thank you. Once again, means back for grabs. As you can see in front of you, you have a bat and a number of coins. How this will work is you will hold the bat upside down, and when I call a coin out, you will put the coin on top, and on top, and on top, and on top. Last person to have their stack of coins up wins the challenge. Save the next shot council, have a 1 in 7 shot of winning this game. We will get all sorted out and we'll get started. As always, the winner of the challenge gets a clue to the new hidden mini idol and has to give it to someone else. Dalton could not make it today, so he is eligible to receive the clue, but ineligible to receive immunity. As always, we will start with a $1 coin. It is the one with Susan B. Anthony on it.
What a woman.
Watch your arms, make sure that they are not touching the side of yourselves. Next, let's do a dime. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands off. Next is a nickel. Find the nickel. 3, 2, Alex drops nickel. 2, 1, hands off. Did you just drop a nickel or was there a quarter too?
Just a nickel.
Next, let's do a penny. We have quite a bit of pennies, so we will be going to that well quite a bit. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Let's do another penny. 3, 2, 1, hands off. This challenge will get progressively more difficult, especially when I call a $50 coin, the big one with JFK. Yes. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Let's do a penny. Ryan getting frustrated with me. People always get frustrated with me in this challenge.
I don't have steady hands.
3, 2, 1, hands off. Everyone looking good. Ryan concerned about his hands. Let us do a quarter. I think we've done one here. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Everyone wants again to spot in the final 7. Another penny. Find a penny. Alex drops everything. Alex out of the challenge. Just take a spot in the 4th row. Just put the bat down, but take a spot in the 4th row. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Everyone else is good. Let's do a dime. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Everyone looking good. Let's get Susan B. Anthony back out with the $1 coin. Cindy, once you get the coin, then you can adjust it, okay?
Oh,
So, yeah, just let me know. You're good, you're good.
This is our second $1 coin, right?
Yes, second $1 coin. 3, 2, 1, hands off. And let's do another quarter. Let's find a quarter. 3, 2, 1, hands off. The stack is getting increasingly high. Alright, we have some straight stacks, some curved stacks. Let's see how well you guys adjust to another $50 coin. I get that a lot. Find the coin. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Dime. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Emily drops everything. Emily's out of challenge. Takes spot next to Alex. Okay, we are down to 5. One of you 5 will win immunity. Let's do a nickel. Ryan drops 1. Ryan drops everything. Ryan's out of challenge. Everyone's still good. 3. Oh, Eden's also out. Eden's out of challenge. 2, 1, hands off. One of Kayla, Sydney, or John will win immunity. I just take a spot in the back in the 4th row. I see John shaking. I see Sydney's is is rather straight, and Kayla's is kind of curved. We'll move on to a dime. Give you time to find the dime. 3, 2, 1, hands off. Another penny. We have quite a bit of pennies. Kayla, it drops. We're down to 2. Put on the ground, Kayla. 2, or 3. John drops just like that. Sydney wins immunity. Just like that. Could not get the penny on. All right, Sydney, come on, get it. Turn around. Oh. Sorry. Safe at the next tribal council. One more matter of business. You have a clue. You have this clue to hit the hidden immunity idol. Give it to anyone, including Dalton. Give it to anyone. Emily. All right. Emily, you can open that anytime you want. So Cindy is safe. Can I vote for her? As for everyone else, can't say the same. Grab your stuff, head out, and I will see you at tribal council.
Okay, so I was not expecting to win, but I did, so that was awesome. Yeah, I was like, okay, just don't move. And so like when you hear people around you falling, I was like, okay, and then it was just me and John, and I was like, oh great, here we go. But he dropped like really quickly, so I don't know, I was proud of myself.
Oh my gosh, it was so hard, and I thought I was gonna do like kind of good because there was only 3 of us left. But then like I dropped and John dropped, and then like Sydney was left, and like she was literally about to, like she was shaking more than I was, and she literally lasted because we all just fell at the same time. It was so annoying.
After we realized that Sydney had kind of flipped on us, John was like, number one, I shouldn't have given her the clue, and if she does, I feel like she should give it to me, but obviously she's like not with us, so we weren't really surprised, but we were a little like, maybe to repay the favor, but it was fine.
She showed me her clue that she got, and then she gave me the clue. So we talked about going to the end together, so I trust her the most at this point.
Okay, so it's after the challenge. I got immunity, and so then I gave the clue to Emily. I've showed her my clue, so these are the ones that are supposed to go together. Okay.
It says, still looking for the idol, fear not. But don't get caught by a lawman. Be very covert in your search, but look near the place of common.
Common. And we've gone and looked together, and then so I gave my clue to her. She's only showed it to me, and so we went looking for it. Like, okay, we've both gone separately, and then we've gone together twice, and literally we cannot find it. We searched forever. We looked under because the clue we think is like we're trying to figure out the location, but basically it's like near a light pole and under like a bush or a tree or green something. So trying to find it, I don't know. So we're still gonna look for it, but like we haven't been able to find it.
Me and Sydney looked together for like an hour Saturday night, I think, and like could not find it. We thought we had the perfect spot for it, and it just didn't happen.
Okay, Survivor, we have a few comments and complaints.
Trevor, we have problems.
We've been looking for hours, and we have both the clues to the freaking idol, and we can't find it. I don't know what these clues mean. We have some great spots where you should have hit it.
Yeah, come to us with ideas.
If you ever need ideas of where to hide an idol, we have great spots.
Just use the same clues.
We found some great spots, so we are still looking at every freaking light pole. Love Survivor, but this is hilarious. Ha ha ha, great joke.
So I thought it was over by Common, like in between, like in that grassy area somewhere along the grassy space, but then we like scoured that area and we couldn't find it, so I don't know what else it would be.
Because I think it's good that we got Brahman out first. Because before I said that I think that Alex or Dalton had the idol, but because they've not played it yet, I'm starting to think, because I think someone found it. Because I looked pretty heavily. I think Bronwyn had it, and I think Bronwyn easily could have won this whole thing. And so getting her out pretty early was good.
It's been found, boys.
I've either become first or second in every challenge, and now I think there's no other choice. People want me out. Like, people don't even reach out to me to work with them. Like, I'm confidently, this is gonna be my last confessional. Okay. But I will tell you, if I get voted out tonight, I'm gonna unload all my thoughts.
Right after the challenge, we met up with Ryan, and we just basically said we want to vote for John because he's a big threat in this game, and he doesn't have immunity right now, and he's a very good chance of winning immunity going forward.
Right now, if all goes as planned and there's no idols, it would be Ryan, Emily, Dalton, and I. So Ryan, Emily, and Alex, and we're all gonna vote John. So if that goes as planned, we'll have the majority. But there's also Ryan was saying they think it's going to be a tie because it's the John, Eden, Brian, Kayla, and then Emily, me, Dalton, and Alex. So they think it's going to be a tie because they don't know Ryan. So hopefully the plan stays.
I just don't know what the chances are of them, like, later in the game telling John and the core about how I kind of orchestrated that whole loot vote. So if that does come up, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm just hoping that it comes later. And, you know, by that time I'll still have a chance to have, like, a different alliance or I don't know. I'll just figure something out at that point.
I do trust him a lot, but I'm not gonna go to the end with him because he's really smart and he's playing a really good game. So I don't want to take him to the end.
Something that I have to be really careful of is that there's multiple scenarios that I'm going with. Once we take John out, there's multiple groups. You got the Kayla Eden group, and then you got me, Ryan, and Denny and Emily. But eventually, it's pretty much a 3-2-2 after John is gone, really. So really, it's just a matter of dragging one of those groups in, which we've had Ryan and Dalton in the first couple of votes, but will they flip back? Only time will tell.
Ryan first, and then we were gonna take out Alex because he's good at the challenges, and we figured, you know, keep Dalton around for the final three, so both of us could probably easily beat him at final three, and then we'd take each other.
We need Ryan right now, but we also know that he did make a risky move last time by flipping, so he's definitely building up a good resume. So we want to keep Ryan, but we're thinking probably soon we'd have to get rid of him because he is a good player. So that's probably where it is. And probably to keep Alex with us, or Dalton.
I do know that Kayla mentioned to me over text that she wanted to vote off Alex this week, and then John, and then Ryan, because she sees them as powerhouses. I don't know if she was saying that to me so she could get my reaction and response and then go tell John and Ryan what I said, or if she was genuine about it and she's betraying her alliance that she's been with since week 1.
Would I want to go to Final Four with John, Ryan, and Eden? No. You don't want to go to a Final Four with your alliance. They need to be all out so they can vote for you to win. So, right after the challenge, John was like, alright, I'm going home, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I really do think I can convince Dalton to vote out Alex. And he was like, okay.
And she was upset. Her little comment was directed towards Sydney about poor jury management and everything, saying how nobody wants to vote for a liar. When, in reality, if you're playing Survivor, every single one of us has lied at one point or the other. So, we're gonna be voting for a liar anyways. She's just upset because it didn't go her way.
Me, John, Ryan, Kayla are all voting Dalton, I believe, and then Emily, Sydney, like that whole group, they're probably going to vote for. We think John is kind of the next target just because he's kind of portrayed as a threat, I think, just because he's been kind of a key player. But we hope that we kind of swayed Alex and voted for someone else.
As long as one of so if Alex and Dalton are voted out, that means that their alliance we outweighed them. If Kayla stays with us. And so I guess that I would just try to get one of us 4 to win the challenge immunity every time. So that way you can just one by one pick them off and get them out. No, I think it's going to be 4v4 because those are the alliances. And so all their other alliances are going to vote me and we're trying to get Alex out. And so what we've been trying to do is trying to either get Dalton to vote for Alex or Alex to vote for Kayla. So that way, if we all vote for the same person, then it'll be like 4v3 instead of 4v4. So that's what we're trying to go.
I talked to Eden and Kayla and John, and they came up with this plan of maybe they could talk to Alex or someone on their team and Alex and Dalton to see if they can just change their vote, because as far as they know, me, Kayla, Eden, and John are all going to vote for one person. So it's going to be 4 votes for someone, and they're just hoping that they can disrupt their voting, like numbers. So it'd be like a 4-3-1 or 4-2-2 vote or whatever it is.
So for this one, technically it's like me, John, Ryan, Kayla, and we're kind of in the minority. So we talked a little bit to Alex and kind of just told Alex, oh, we're gonna vote for Kayla, just so that he wouldn't also, because they have the majority, so like if one of them doesn't vote us, then we're good. So we told Alex, oh, we're voting for Kayla, just because like obviously we know Kayla and him have had kind of a rocky history, and so he seemed pretty like confident with that, and he was like, yeah, I want her out too, kind of thing. And obviously we're not voting for Kayla, like we want her to stay as long as possible. So we're hoping tonight that he kind of like follows through, he votes Kayla. That way it's either like split or we have, I guess, less votes on the other side.
I was like, sure.
I've told Kayla, Eden, and Ryan that I'm going to reach out to Alex and try to get Alex to vote to get Kayla out, when I really don't want that. But based on the history of between those two people, Alex and Kayla, I think Alex, I don't know if he believes me or trusts me or not, but I think it would be worth it to reach out. So I met with Alex yesterday.
Okay, I don't want to keep you long.
Alright.
I just want to point out the obvious. I think that you don't trust me. I think that I was one of the favorites that you're talking about.
Okay.
And by no means do you have to listen to anything I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just coming to you because I want Kayla out.
Yeah. So I feel the same way too. I mean, she's already been after me once already.
And I think that she's why Luke's off. And Luke is like outside the game, he's a really good friend.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked. But Kayla's just been like heading up, trying to head it. Like, I think you think of me as like the head guy. I'm not. I don't care. Okay, basically, I don't care what you think of me. I think I'm not going to be able to change that.
Yeah.
I just want to get Kayla out.
Yeah.
And I think I'll be able to blindside her if I get your help.
Yeah.
Because Eden and Ryan both feel the same way.
Yeah.
But Kayla does not know this.
Okay.
We just have a feeling that because she traded us once before, she's going to do it again if we keep her with us. And so we're just trying to get her out of it altogether.
Plus, I think it would be an easy vote for all of us.
I think so too, exactly. I just really freaking hate Kayla. I want her out as fast as possible. And you don't even have to tell me that you'll help me at all. You just think about it.
Yeah.
And just get back to me, because ultimately I don't want Kayla out. And that's the bottom line. I almost said that to you.
Who would you have? You would have
Eden, Ryan, and I all want to backstab Kayla right now.
Okay.
Because, so I'll tell you our plan, our thinking.
Okay.
Our thinking is that no matter what, since the alliances are 4-4.
Yeah.
So it's like you, Sydney, Dalton, and Emily. And then me, Ryan, Eden, and Kayla, per se.
Yeah.
So even if we've all vote for this one person, it's just going to be time.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do, I don't know what y'all's plan is, but me, Eden, and Ryan are trying to gang up on Kayla so that we turn the tides on her.
Okay, so I just met with Alex, and my intention was to get him to believe me that I want Kayla voted off. And because I know he hates Kayla, I think it would be very easily to convince him to vote Kayla off. When in the long run, I'm just nervous about getting myself voted off, and so I'm trying to break up that alliance with Alex, Sydney, Dalton, and Emily. And so if I can get Alex and convince him to vote Kayla, and then we all vote Alex out, that is the end goal. So I just met with Alex. I think he took it very well, and I think he believed me. Hopefully he did. I told him to let me know and think about it and get back to me, and hopefully he will. And so that's where I'm at right now.
I think it's as simple as it's going to be vote John, but when it's too simple, you think it's going to be you. So, only time will tell.
Especially after this week, each vote is going to be a lot harder, and I know that I can't just keep flipping back and forth alliances, because otherwise, I mean, they're just going to be like, alright, he's backstabbed both of us, we can just get him out and go from there. So no, I don't want to. I'm not going to play the rest of it. I don't plan on playing the rest of the game spontaneously.
It's what happened after that really confused me. He comes to me a couple days after Tribal Council and says, basically he wants to reverse his whole flipping, like switching alliances thing. He's regretting it. He didn't vote Luke, and he felt bad for sending Luke home, but I had to talk to him and make sure he knew that Luke went home not because he's a bad person. We love Luke. Luke went home because he would have won the challenges up until it's time to win the whole game, and then he would have gone home with the win. So it was a strategic thing to get Luke gone, and Ryan had a hard time accepting that. And now he's backtracking, thinking he wants to get out Alex, Emily, and Sydney before he gets out the ones he wanted to a week before, which would have been his core original alliance. So Ryan's confusing me, and at this point I am kind of floating along beside him because I feel like we have the same mindset as whatever alliance we're part of. We're kind of at the bottom at this point.
Trying to figure out where, like, what the pros and cons are of voting each person out this week. I don't think John and Kayla are gonna want to vote out anyone other than Alex this week. So if Alex gets voted out, it'll be Sydney and Emily, and then everyone else, of course. But if John gets voted out, it'd be, I think it'd be pretty obvious that I was the one that flipped. So I don't really have a plan yet. I'm still working out the details of everything of what could possibly happen. So I don't like it. I just don't have a plan right now. Like a good enough plan for me, if that makes sense.
John's already won twice, and if he continues to win, then like the longer he wins, the longer he's in the game. People can, pick their vote based off of that. They'll see more of his playing, and they'll be able to shape their opinions about him off of that. But if I get out Alex, John will still be in, and so he'll just keep playing a good game, and everybody's gonna vote for him. It'll be so much harder to get him out. If I get John out, Alex is no threat at all. He will not be anything to worry about just because people don't want to vote for him. Everybody I've ever talked to has said they'll work with Alex, but they don't want to vote for him to win.
Right now we're all trying to vote Dalton out, and then we told Alex to vote Kayla, so hopefully it'll be 4-3.
Try to just go with whoever trusts me the most. I don't know what side that is, but that's why I'm kind of waiting this week just to feel everyone out, see what I get told without asking. Because whichever side trusts me most, I feel like I'll have a better chance with.
These two boats beside me, and every week I just swim back and forth. And I don't know which boat I'm going to hop on this week.
Now introducing the first member of our jury, Luke, voted out the last tribal council. Kayla, after the votes were revealed, you made a general announcement about jury management. Were you calling anyone out when you said that, or were you just stating your opinion?
Yes, I was calling Sydney and Emily out. They told us that they were going to vote out Dalton, Alec, one of them, and they lied, like straight to our faces, multiple times. So, I mean,
to us several times.
Yeah, but it was before jury, and we really didn't lie.
It's no different than you lying to us.
Not really. I mean, you just lost a jury vote, so I don't know. I mean, a jury vote is a jury vote.
How do I know I'm getting to the end? I don't know that.
I mean, you don't think about the end?
Well, I do, but I have to get to the next vote before I can get to
Yeah,
the
but
end.
every vote counts because it's a jury. Like, there's more of us. There's more of us than there's more of you. So
You're also losing all of our jury votes right now.
I think you can't. That's fine.
Can you hear that, Luke? I just want to make sure.
I think you can't hate on people for playing the game. I can't hate on people for not being able to claim their game groups because you did. It's literally Dalton's game group because you guys didn't say anything about it.
Came to talk
She
to
said it's my game.
If you really wanted us
Because I
to
will
vote
take that
with you,
to
why
the
didn't
game.
all of you vote to protest?
Huh?
If you really wanted our vote, why didn't you come to us? Only one person from your group came to us.
No comment.
Okay. I was honestly expecting you to dodge the question. That's fine.
Sorry.
No, hey.
And I was giving Dalton credit, not just crediting him. I was saying that he did a great game by doing that. So.
Sorry, Luke.
Okay. Well, we're off to the races already. It's good. So, John. Speaking of last tribal council, you seemed blindsided after Luke went home. What was the vibe after?
Well, Trevor, I love Luke. I love him a lot, and so I wanted him to stay in the game. and I was kind of sad to see him go. I wasn't completely blindsided because obviously he's a really good competitor and he's a great athlete and he's just really good at the game altogether. So it was smart to get him out because he would have won it if he would have just been left untouched.
So Ryan, how did the challenge go for you?
Yeah, that challenge sucked. I don't have steady hands as it is, so like just stacking like super light coins on a plastic bat was not, ideal at all. So my goal was just get 5 points and I got that, so I'm good.
Okay. On the flip side, Sydney, how important was winning immunity for you, both strategically and personally?
Personally, okay, I wasn't expecting to win at all. I was gonna try, but like I think I was shocked, probably as everybody else was, but that I got it. But I mean, strategically, it definitely helps a lot because if you have immunity, I mean, I don't know, it just gives you a little bit more confidence and security going in, but also it doesn't excuse you from like not playing hard and trying harder.
Okay. Alex, it seems like ever since the incident with the note, your name has been coming up trial after trial. What does that say about your game up to this point, given that you're still here?
I mean, typically pawns go home, and I've probably been the biggest pawn out here to easily throw votes onto for one incident. So I'm expecting 3 more tonight at least.
So you feel like again you are on the chopping block?
Absolutely.
Who else feels like they're on the chopping block? Raise your hand.
Me, Trevor.
Okay, so
Me, Trevor, Kayla.
Dalton, Emily, and K-Money.
Let's go.
Raise their hand immediately. John, you took a second. What was the hesitation?
Oh no, I was just trying to add more facts to myself.
Okay, why do you feel like you're not safe tonight?
Oh, I'm going home. I know that for a fact.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm the best here.
Jesus.
What makes you the best, John?
No, I know nothing about Survivor. I'm just in it to have fun. I think everybody, it's been established. Everybody knows that.
Dalton, why do you feel unsafe tonight?
Well, my name's been out there a few times as well. Several weeks, not just like 1 week. Even last week, and not like throwing shade at Kayla, but what she said earlier, like they were supposed to vote for me last week, or whatever. They didn't, but like that would have been even more votes for me last week. So my name's constantly out there, and personally, I think it's just because, kind of like Alex said, like pawns go home, and like I feel like everybody's been using me as a pawn thus far. Like I started with this group for weeks, and then 1 week they stopped telling me their plans, and nobody tells me their plan except one person. So I was like, if they have the numbers, we can make it happen. So far I've just been floating in a way.
On the other side, Eden, you did not raise your hand. What makes you so confident about that?
That's a horrible question to ask. I mean, I'm not confident, but again, like after the first week, I think, not that it's being like irrelevant, but I just like am like kind of in the background. And I don't think I like pose a huge threat, but I also don't think I'm like any type of just pure like pawning it. So I think I'm just kind of floating below right now.
Okay. So Ryan, how has this tribe been getting along as the numbers dwindle?
Well, as you see, people are getting along great. From the start of this tribal, I mean, I think there's been seems like there's been 2 sides to this game, or 2 like alliances, just minus the couple people that feel like they've been floating. But you never know what's going to happen, and until everything, until something happens, you just kind of hope that it goes your way. But as far as relations go, I mean, relationships between people, it's been rough sometimes. Certain people may not like each other.
You know why I was there,
You said certain people like each other?
Yeah,
So Emily, is it obvious that there's 2 sides in this game? And is it obvious to everyone in the game that there's 2 sides?
Oh yeah, 100%.
mean, just look how we're sitting right now. It's so obvious that one side is one alliance and the other is another alliance. So I expect a split vote tonight. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I think it's very obvious to everyone who's in vote at this point.
Alright, well, we will see if this vote gets crazy. Sydney, you have immunity. Are you keeping it?
Yes.
Okay. It is time to vote. Kayla, you're first. Luke, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now's the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. How are we votes? First vote. Alex. Alex. It's 2 votes, Alex. John. John. It's 2 votes, Alex. 2 votes, John. Alex. John. Tied again. 3 votes, Alex. 3 votes, John. 2 votes left. Alex. That's 4 votes, Alex. 3 votes, John. 1 vote left. 5th person voted out, Survivor CNU, Uncharted Waters, in the second member of jury. Alex, you gotta bring my torch. Alex. How's it? Time for to go. Well, it was a very heated discussion. We will see how this challenge goes and how much more heat you guys will bring. Let's get ready for this challenge.
Next time on Survivor, Trevor's favorite challenge perturbs the tribe.
Who has the least amount of influence in the game?
The upperclassmen spot their next target.
Okay, so basically, I think Dalton's play mind games.
But the underdogs won't go down without a fight.
I'm just saying, you're saying every single person in your alliance has been loyal to a T. I'm telling you one person hasn't. You really want to go to the end with that person?